So when analyzing your game, these are the kind of questions that you want to ask yourself, because the more specific you can get with these questions, the more specific your solutions will be, and you will see massive improvements over little amount of time. So if you've clicked on this video because you want to improve your game as a footballer but you don't know where to start, or maybe you've hit a plateau and you don't know what to improve on anymore, or maybe you're seeing all these fancy skills and exercises on Instagram and on the web, and you're feeling afraid because you feel that you're the only person who cannot perform those skills, or maybe the feedback that you're receiving from your coach is just too vague and it's not helping you improve as a footballer, then this video is for you. So let's get straight into the video. So before I tell you how to improve your game, the first thing that I want you to do is take out a piece of paper and write down all the things that you think you need to improve on in your game. And the reason I want you to do this is because when we look at what you actually need to be improving on, you'd be surprised by the difference. So make sure you take out a piece of paper and you do that first, and then come back to this video and we'll go through it step by step. And don't worry, I'll guide you through it. Also, let me know what you're struggling with in the comment section down below, and I'll try to make a video out of it for you. So the first step to improving your game is, of course, game analysis. And now if you're thinking to yourself, oh my god, I don't have a game footage, get over it already. No, seriously, just get over it and move on to the next step, because you can come back to this later. But remember that if you want to improve your game, you need game footage. So do try to get someone to record your games. If not, get someone to record your training sessions, especially at the end of the session when you would play a small-sided game, because that is going to help you improve massively in your game. But for now, you can skip this part and you can move on to the next part. Now, everyone says that you have to analyze your game to improve your game. But how do you do that exactly? Say you want to improve your first touch and you want to analyze your game and look at how your first touch has been in that particular game. So now what you're going to look for is that when you look at yourself receiving the ball, the kind of questions that you're going to ask yourself is that, how do I receive the ball? Do I receive it with my left foot or my right foot? When I stop the ball with my foot, does it fall near me or is it a yard away from me that I have to chase it down? When I receive the ball, what's my body position like? Does my first touch help me open up the view of the field and play forward, or do I have to play a back pass because I've taken the touch in the wrong direction? And of course, the most important question to ask when analyzing your game is that, am I happy with my first touch, and was my first touch what I was intending it to be? So when analyzing your game, these are the kind of questions that you'd want to ask yourself, because the more specific you can get with these questions, the more specific your solutions will be, and you will see massive improvements over little amount of time. Now go through the whole game and repeat this process with your shooting, with your awareness, with your strength, your one-on-one duels, your speed, your strength, everything, and analyze it as detailed as possible. Now step number 2 is to get your coach's feedback. Now maybe you've tried this before, but you feel that the feedback is too vague and it's not helping you improve in any way because you're not sure what things to implement or what to work on exactly. Say for example, you ask your coach for feedback and he says that you need to improve on your awareness. Now awareness is a very broad topic, so what do you improve on exactly? Since awareness is tied very much towards you scanning the pitch, the kind of questions that you can ask yourself is, am I scanning the pitch? If you're not scanning the pitch, then maybe you want to start doing that already. But if you are scanning the pitch, what are you looking for when you're scanning the pitch? Are you looking for a teammate to pass the ball to? Are you looking at the opponent so that they don't run into you when you receive the ball? Are you looking for space to run into when you receive the ball? How often do you scan? When do you scan? Are you scanning in between touches? Are you scanning before you receive the ball? Are you scanning while the ball is coming towards you? All these things are questions that you need to ask yourself, because these are going to tell you what you need to improve on. And then these are the questions that you can also ask your coach to be more specific. And with these questions, hopefully your coach would be able to tell you what you need to improve on exactly. Now, based on the feedback you've gotten and based on your game analysis, rank all the aspects from the weakest to the strongest, and we'll start improving from there. Now, before we move on to step 3, do hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below if you want more content like this, and do let me know what you would like to watch and I'll make videos based on that. So let's get straight into step number 3. So now step number 3 is time to improve. Now you're going to make a daily plan on how to improve, and you're going to ask yourself, how do I do it and what am I going to do? How often am I going to do it, depending on how weak that aspect is for you. So say you want to improve on your placement shooting. What you can do is that you can take 2 cones and place the cones 2 steps away from the post on each side, and then you can make a square outside the 18-yard box and stand in that square and start by placing the shots in with your left foot and your right foot into those spaces that you've created between the post and the cones. Now once this gets easier, try to add a dribble into the exercise before you place the shot, or maybe try it from different angles, go out a little further, or maybe even reduce the distance between the post and the cones to 1 step instead of 2. So obviously your progress cannot stop at a daily plan, and step number 4 is to make a weekly review. And these reviews can also be more specific if you want them to be monthly or yearly reviews, but let me just talk you through the weekly review for now. So basically, questions that you want to ask in a weekly review is that, how did I do this week? What did I improve on? How many successful tries did I get? How has it improved throughout the week? What did it look like in the beginning of the week? What does it look like right now? Do I feel more comfortable performing the skills right now? Can I up the difficulty? Can I up the intensity to make the exercises more difficult? And once you've done this week after week, you can also obviously make a monthly review. And if you've done this for months and months, over the years, you can also make yearly reviews to see your progress, because sometimes we fixate on the things that we're not good at and we fail to see how far we've come from the start. So having a plan alone is not enough, and you have to put this plan into action as well. So if you want to know how to get match fit fast, then make sure you check out this video right here. But thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!